YouTube videos that have received millions of views and sparked outrage, child abuse accusations.
And these videos range from kids' characters hurting each other to sexual fetish stuff. This also led to a big conversation about child exploitation on YouTube.
The producer of some extremely popular YouTube videos is charged with a sex crime.
This is the house a young child escaped from.
Are you surprised by these guilty pleas?
Sexual cartoon material.
Child was severely malnourished.
For 3 months, this abuse happened.
I would consider them a sexual predator.
Both arrested.
Neighbors
There's under
Social media has taken over the world in a life after analog TV. Why have your kids watch CBS when they can watch Cocomelon? Why watch True Crime Network when you can watch Ellen or Neil? But where there's a Nickelodeon, there's always a Dan Schneider. Case in point, Eilymiss. The channel out of Russia on the face of things is really nothing to write home about. If you were to just scroll through their content, I don't think you'd find anything out of the ordinary. But garnering a following of over 280,000 and getting less than 10,000 views a video, you may wonder how this channel got so popular. That is until you come across the videos that are getting views. The once every 2 week videos that are getting millions of viewers. The videos that expose a great danger within the child acting business. If you were to filter this channel by most to least popular videos, you would understand the extent of what we're about to go into. Child exploitation in pursuit of fame and fortune. The first video that I will take you through is the earliest example of this content, dating back to July of 2023. And while this content might have seemed innocent at first glance, a gathering of 1.4 million views on a channel that's barely scraping a few thousand a video, it seemed to have set off some spark in the owner's mind. More of these videos might just be what the channel needs. This video alone is horrible to watch. You have to remember that it is adults behind the filming and the script writing of this content. An adult thought a great idea for a video was, what if we took a lollipop and forced it into a little girl's mouth, and that made her fall in love? And we could all just call this a lapse in judgment, or a bad attempt at comedy, if it wasn't for what came next. 2 weeks later, they released this video. In essence, it's the exact same video, this time with the young girl and boy wearing Pokemon cosplay outfits. And this time it gathered a whopping 4 million views. And this was the turning point for the channel. This is where the owner found out that sex sells, even if the sex appeal that you're selling is minors. And from there on out, it hasn't stopped. The same day this video was released, we saw an introduction of romantic storytelling, accompanied with dark makeups and tight leather outfits, a theme which would continue for the foreseeable future. 2 weeks later saw the further introduction of tight latex suits that would be worn by a rolling cast of girls no older than 13. These latex and leather suits would often be accompanied by dances which involved a lot of hip movements, or scenes in which the characters would show romantic interest in each other. These romances would always follow one of 3 templates. 1. The boy seems irresistible and the girls fight over him. 2. Boy cheats on the girl, but girl eventually finds out. 3. Girl does something that makes boy like them. This third one is a particularly concerning one, because unlike the girls who fall in love, the boy decides that he likes one of the girls, and he puts on a face to insinuate that he likes what they are doing. He really likes what they are doing. In some instances, these latex suits are marked with chalk around the breast, butt, and thigh area of these children. The channel also continued to follow on with creating content surrounding popular culture at the time, but these videos paled in comparison to the videos showing non-family friendly content. 400,000 views for a normal video, or 7.7 million for a video of children dancing in tight costumes. 230,000 views for a video based on Fall Guys, or 6.1 million for a video of suggestive nature. 14,000 views for a video about food, or 1.4 million for a video about a woman trying to keep her legs closed. For months, this channel consisted of children dancing in tight costumes, romancing, making out, cuddling, and insinuations of fornication. And with the views coming in, the channel decided to keep making content which appealed to an unfavourable audience. I just want to go off script here for a second and just note how mad it is that it took this channel 1 month to sell out to this exploited content. 1 month. That's all it took. And that's scary to me because that's just the industry wrapped up in one sentence. That's child acting, and we've seen this before. We've seen plenty of cases of this before. Whether, as previously mentioned, the Nickelodeons or the 5 gymnastics girls situation that we had, this is the industry. And this is not only the industry that people are still throwing their kids into, but this is the industry that your children are watching online. The channel saw a rapid decline in the later stages of 2023, with child cast members leaving and having been swapped out with a larger adult cast. The content of the channel had to change drastically, causing viewership to decline in the hundreds of thousands. Now, the only highly viewed videos on the channel will come from a video relating to a child sitting on a toilet or having a needle poked into them, reaching a height of around 200,000 views on their best performing videos, and their usual content reaching a few thousand. This channel is a shell of its former self, but for the best. I'm not going to show you much more of this content because this video isn't to highlight this content or show you what's out there. This video is to show you that after multiple cases of child exploitation happening across TV and the internet, it's still happening today. And it's to show you that your children are never safe, not only just going into the acting industry, but just browsing online, and why it's more important now than ever to make sure that you are monitoring your child's online activity. In my opinion, the audience that this type of content is garnering is not only children, and there's certain people out here who are looking out for this type of content. I'm not going to tell you what type of people, but let's just say if you were to format your Word document to a PDF file, you wouldn't be far off. This is the type of content that when your child goes on TikTok is being recommended to them. And so not only is your children unsafe in featuring in this type of content, but your children are unsafe on the internet viewing this type of content. I mean, I don't know about you, but I really wouldn't be comfortable with my children watching this type of stuff. Alright guys, that's all for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, lets me know you want to see more like this, and subscribe for more terrible content.